Hi, my name's Emily with emsgreenclean, and I'm going to show you how I make these fun hand lotion samples. These are the things that you're going to need, and then I will give you a little bit more detail on what to do. So, okay, first you're going to need these right here. These are heat seal Mylar pouches. You can actually find these on Amazon. Fairly inexpensive. I have a pack of 100, but I'm actually going to be cutting these in half to get to this size right here. So you actually get 2 out of each one big bag. Okay, you're also going to need some craft sticks. These I found at the local dollar store. In fact, I got a pack of 60 for $1. And I have found that I like to have a few of them because it starts to build up with the lotion and it just gets messy. So have a few on hand. You're going to want a pair of scissors. You're also going to want your product. I'm going to be making the Nordic inspired hand lotion. It's Lyseer. This is the Norwex brand. If you're not familiar with this brand, it is great. It doesn't have any synthetic fragrance, no gluten. The things in this product I feel very good about using on my skin. So I like to send this to a customer or a host as a thank you and a card. It's fun just to give people a nice little sample of the products that you carry. And lastly, you're going to need something to seal the bags with, and because it is heat seal, you want an item that heats up. I'm using a used hair straightener that I found at Goodwill. I think I paid $2 for this. You can order a heat sealer for this specifically, but honestly, this works just as well. So you can go to your local thrift store and find something similar to this. And of course, you're going to want your labels that go on here. And I use the 8163 by Avery. Let you guys see a real good view of it. These are the shipping labels, size 2x4. Doesn't have to be Avery. This is just my personal preference. I find that their labels hold up really nicely. So this is them right here. And when we get to the label part, I'll explain a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and get situated. Oh, lastly, you want a damp cloth because you're going to be wiping your hands. You will get a little bit of lotion on there, and while I love the lotion, when I'm making these, I don't want lotion prints all over my bags. This is the Norwex counter cloth. It's the size of a paper towel, and I already have it pre-dampened with water. It works really nicely for a quick cleanup, but in this instance, it's going to be great for making sure that things don't get messy. Again, if you'd like to know about any of the Norwex products, you can actually look at my link down below, and you can also visit me at emsgreenclean on Instagram. I share lots of tips on there. So okay, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and pre-cut my bags, and I know that I'm going to be using half the size of the bag, so I'll just eyeball it, and I tend to eyeball a lot of things. Doesn't need to be perfect. This is actually a very easy, forgiving project. Now, if you notice, this tab already comes so that you can just tear it open, but it doesn't have it on this end because this is a full-size bag. But I like to use this size. I feel like it gets enough lotion in there, and it's flat enough and small enough that I can stick it in the mail, which is really nice. So I've got a few of these ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and get my lotion ready. And at this point, I'm just going to get my popsicle stick here, my craft stick. I do like to pre-open the bags when I'm making this. It just seems to make the task go a little bit easier and a little faster. So got my bags pre-opened. You don't have to necessarily take this step, but you may want to. Okay, so now if you notice, the second bottom half that I cut goes all the way through, right? So we'll do those in just a moment. I just want to get you started here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the ones that are already sealed on the bottom. That's that top half. And this is what I do. First, you want to tap your product, make sure that it's ready on the bottom. And really, a little goes a long way. Now, the Norwex Lyseer hand lotion, it is very rich, and so a little bit goes, like I said, just goes a long way. So I only do about this much. You can do more if your product requires it, but this seems like about a good amount. And then I put it in, and I just pinch with my fingers and just pull out this way. So the product is in there, and it looks like there's nothing in there, but there is. And you can do a little bit more lotion. Be careful not to do too much, because when you go to seal it, it does get messy. So I'll just show you that again. And see, this is why I like to pre-open them. Put that in there, and you could even pull it at an angle. Put your fingers right here and just get it out. So, okay, see, a little bit came out that way. So I just try to do a little amount. So, okay, I have these ready to go, and I'm just gonna put these to the side. So I start making all of them first. And I'm gonna put this in here, and this is where I like to use the counter cloth, the damp counter cloth for that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. And if you're, I don't recommend using your personal hair straightener, honestly, because you're going to get a little bit of the product on here when you seal it, and I just wouldn't necessarily suggest you do your hair with that. I'm going to have it on low temp for the bags that I'm using, so I'll have that here. So going back to the ones that I've cut that I cut from, you know, the half here, I actually need to seal these ends first. So this is already ready, and I'm just going to get to the edge, not very much, just go in just a little bit, hold it for a couple seconds, and then you see it already sealed. So I'll let it cool off for a moment, but now you've got this bottom part that you can use to fill up the way I did these already. So I'll do another one, and I don't mean to go that far in, so just do the edge. Like I said, a couple seconds. If you leave it on too long, you're gonna melt the Mylar pouch, so be mindful of that. And you have that like that, and then you'll do the same thing. You'll fill it up the way I did the other ones, you know, grab and pull out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and seal the ones that I'd made already. And something I recommend is just push this down so that the product is closer to the bottom, and that way it doesn't leak out when you do that. And then you hear a little bit of that sizzle, yeah. And then that seals it. So see, I kind of went in a little too far on that one. I'll be mindful not to do that again. Okay, and then just seal it. Again, just a couple seconds. A couple seconds is really all you need. It's a little hot when you take it off. I'm going to turn this off. Move that out of the way. Okay, so I've got my pouches done. Now, these are the ones that I had sealed on this end, so I stopped to do those, but just to give you an idea of how to do this. Okay, now when you make your labels, I suggest that you use the shipping label because it makes 3. So when you make this, and by the way, I go to avery.com, you can design your labels on there. I just pick the 8163 template, and then I add my image, and I just copy and paste once, twice, and 3 times, so it's vertical, not horizontal. And so really each label gives me 3 separate labels, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does. So I'm going to go ahead, and I like to just get the middle cut off because it makes it easier. And now the sticker's already, as you can tell, the label's already separate, so I just want to cut so you can kind of see what this looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to go lengthwise, and I've got my website here, and here's the top of the next one, so you want to cut in between. So be mindful when you are copy and pasting that you have a little bit of space between the top and bottom of each label so that you can cut. And see, these were a little bit, I have to kind of adjust here. So okay, once I have the label cut, I'm simply going to take this off. And now this side already has the you know, corners already pre-cut, so I'm just going to put these on here just like that. Now with my other video where I showed how to do the the foaming hand soap, I actually took an extra step and put a clear coating over the whole page before I cut it. This is not going to be around water, so it's fine doing that. And then when someone uses it, they just tear it open and they're set. Now, one thing that I do with the ones that don't have that little thing, you can just go in and create just a little divot, you know, with your scissors. Be careful not to cut all the way into the bag, but that's just for them to be able to open it. Otherwise, it really is okay. So very simple. Again, this is just something I started doing because I love to share the products, and it's just a inexpensive way for you to make some samples. And then put it on and see, it fits perfect, like right there. You get 3 to that page. That's why I do the 3 on one. So that's it. This is how you make your hand lotion samples. I do use PicMonkey.com to design my image first. So I first make the image, save it on my computer, and then when I'm in Avery, I upload it. You can use PicMonkey for free. I pay for the subscription because I like the extra features. I will, again, link that down below for you. So there's everything. And again, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about Norwex, we are really known for our cleaning cloths. These are amazing because you just use water to clean your home. But we do have over 100 products, and the hand lotion is such a, you know, great price point, and it makes a really good gift. So this is something I'd be happy to share with you. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great day and happy sampling. Bye.